Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Monday morning, November 18th. Less than 2 weeks to go in the month. We're looking at the daily chart of the SPY ETF. And what we're seeing here is once again, emotionless, mindless machines just taking this higher. We have a monthly gap, we have countless daily gaps, and right now we're looking at a weekly gap. Look how precise this basically is. We gap higher, 3-day balance, 3-day balance, 3-day balance, gap higher. Don't fight it. Remember, I'll say this a million times, markets don't go bull bear, right? They'll go bull, balance, continue bull, same thing. Look at the whole trend, balance, bull, right? You'll know when it's over at some point. You could have 1,000-point drop and it's still not bear, it's just in balance. Don't fight what the market's doing. Use the market generated information to make the correct trades on both sides of the market, and you can be successful no matter what the market is doing. So here we are on the profile now, right? 9 days of balance, breaking above it on Friday to a gap, and here we are on Monday attempting another gap higher. Pre-market high will be our all-time high as of right now at 312.66. So destination. So we had last week's high of 311.84. I'll still use it because it's still just about an hour to go before the opening. So if we don't gap higher, 311.84 will still be your weekly high and all-time high. But now 312.66 will be your pre-market all-time high as of now. On the downside, if we gap higher, then we're going to use Friday's high of 311.84 is your first downside destination. Then we're going to have the price spike of 311. The price probe first from L's high at 311.58. Then the price spike at 311.46. 311.21, which is 10 wide on Friday. Single prints, very small lot, 311.07, get filled at 04. And then a daily low of 310.26 and fill in the gap at 309.64, 58-point gap. So game plan for this morning. Well, obviously, buyers taking it up again on a gap. If we're to gap higher, again, it depends on the gap for me. The higher we gap, the less likely I am to be a buyer because you think I'm waiting for the counter auction. So Friday's high is 311.84. We're trading 311.94 right now. So, there's still an hour to go. We might not even come close to gapping higher. So if we gap higher by 20, 30 cents, probably going to wait to see if the gap gets filled right away. If we gap higher by 50 cents, I'll probably get involved. I know my risk on the downside, and it's not that high. I'm not worried about an inventory correction. Not going to look to buy a put at all if we gap higher. There's nothing telling you to sell this market as of yet. Now, if we don't gap higher, or we gap high and fill immediately, then a couple of things to look for. You have two things to lean on. You have the price probe, which is L's high, and you have the price spike, which was E's high, E or F's high. They're right around the same. So those are two things to lean on. You'll still be above value. So you can take a call position, and if you get accepted back into value from Friday, and both the price probe and the price spike are rejected, then I'd get out of the trade because odds are you're going to trade down to 10 wide. That would be a call position. Still would not look to have a put position. Now, in the next hour, if we're to open below the price probe and the price spike, I would consider taking a put position if we were to trade up to them and fail for a ride back down to POC. There should be some speed bump there, right? And then below POC, you have those very small set of single prints. So if those get filled, there's a good chance you could test Friday's low. So those would be the two plays I would look at early this morning. And then the chart-wise, again, real quick. So the weekly, right? I was saying we're one-time framing up 6 weeks, but we were getting no distance from the previous week until Friday when we exploded to the top. So again, incredibly healthy on the weekly, just like the monthly. And the daily, again, came out of a 9-day balance on a gap, looking to gap high again on the weekly. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.